So this is Red Rapture, my manga series. And there is a certain aspect behind it that I've never actually talked about. I have talked about various aspects of my manga series. I've talked about it being a shonen fantasy adventure series. I've talked about the motives behind the series, the philosophical themes that I want to tackle, some of the religious themes that I want to tackle. I've talked about the synopsis behind the story, which is basically it follows the main character Negusa, who is now on a quest, well, he will be soon on a quest, to uncover the secret behind the Great Light, which is a phenomenon that granted a set number of human beings godlike powers. I've talked about the power system a little bit, how in this world, essentially, the characters who are known as NCGs have the ability to manipulate various elemental forces, such as fire, lightning, ice, earth, winds, etc. I've talked about my inspiration behind these types of stories, obviously being Naruto, Avatar: The Legend of Aang, Fairy Tail, Hunter x Hunter, various mangas and animes that I grew up watching. But there's one motivation behind why I created Red Rapture that I have been purposely kind of like leaving behind. Like I never mentioned it, I've never talked about it because I've never really felt the need to talk about it. But I decided, you know what? I need to keep promoting my series. And this was honestly 25% of the reason why I was motivated to create Red Rapture. So I'll give you guys some hints. So I'm gonna show you guys the covers of some of my issues, and then you can tell me what you think the theme is. So this, obviously you've seen this cover. This is Negusa sitting down, very chill, very cool with his ability to manipulate fire. This is Almasi, another character from my series. She is honestly, she's a very peculiar character, and if you pay attention to her characterization in my story, you'll see why. And then obviously this one here is one of the villains in my series. This one, yeah, he goes crazy. And then lastly, this is another character, a very pivotal character in my story. Her name is Anna, and her full name is Anna Chineke. Now, what do you notice about every single one of these characters? What do you think they all have in common? Well, if you haven't figured it out, I'll just tell you, it's pretty obvious. They're all black. They're all of African descent. And that was one of the major reasons why I wanted to create Red Rapture. And that is, I want better representation of people who look like me and have cool powers, cool abilities, cool characterizations, cool backstory. Everything about it is about being cool. But obviously, there's some normal chill stuff. Now, the reason why I've never really mentioned that, oh, look at that, I have a manga here, oh, look at all these characters, they're all black, it's simply because it's pretty self-evident. As soon as you open up the book, you are literally introduced to two very powerful figures. I haven't introduced to you what these two are, but throughout the story, if you pay attention, actually, I think it'll be a while before you figure it out, but I feel like if you kind of